This I know is true. Peace and contentment, no need for resentment. This I found in you. This I found in you.
Y'all better listen to this shit. Y'all better listen to this shit. This is a musical bass right here. Oh, baby. Tired of doing you wrong, baby. Doing you wrong. Sorry, baby. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I need you. Baby, listen to me. This is it. Oh, baby. This is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise that this is it, baby. You gave your heart to me, baby. Look what I'm going through. Girl, I've done it after everything. Just like that, baby, I broke your heart too. And I don't deserve it. I thought you've been so good to me. You have loved me religiously. Lord, can you tell me, oh, how could make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being untrue. This is it. Oh, say, this is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise that this is it, baby. As my mouth reflects on all the things you've done for me, got me feeling guilty. How could I not see all your needs? Girl, forgive me. Please, Lord, have mercy. 'Cause girl, you've been so good to me. Girl, you have loved me religiously. Oh Lord, can you tell me, oh, what could make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being untrue. Oh, this is it. Oh, say, this is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise that this is it, baby. I'm cutting that short because the verdict is in. I'm cutting it short. The verdict is in. It will be read shortly. Yeah. I believe in God, man. I believe in God. What's up, everybody? The verdict is in. Hold on. Let's see what it is. Just like when I found out about Harvey Weinstein, I ain't fuck with him no more. Period. I don't care how many movies he's made. When'd you find out? I knew it.
It was also Danish.
We on verdict watch. Hold on. So what I'm seeing is I don't know. Everybody on pins and needles right now. With respect to count 6, is the and in between the references to video 2, 3, and video 4. There is no video 4 in the indictment. Must it be and or can it be only one or two videos, not all three? Judge Lemweather, over objections from defendants, says he will tell jurors it can be video 2, 3, or video 4, but not necessarily all three. That's bullshit. If you're gonna convict them on videos, you gotta have all three, not just one, two, not just one or two of them. So the way I interpret jurors' question is they wanted to know if, in order to convict on count 6, they have to find the defendants conspired to receive all three videos or just one or two. This not make. Oh, come on. If they convict these men, they have got to have low IQs. With the stories we heard, there was no evidence of facts. Even the videos weren't authentic. Anybody can say anything and then they go to jail on GP. Facts. Come on, man. Yo.
What time you going live?
I'm live now. Yo, I'm gonna have to call you back. Yo, we on Verdict Watch, bro.
L.A. Crockett, he found guilty on 6 of the 13 charges.
Say what?
He found guilty on 6 of the 13 charges.
Where you see that at?
Fresh off the press. Everybody online doing it. Fresh off the press. 6 of the 13. Counts 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 11, and 12. Something like that.
All right. How the fuck? All three defendants found not guilty on charges of conspiring to receive child pornography. Kelly and Daryl McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 Cook County case. Okay. Man, these motherfuckers be telling crazy shit. Hold on. Motherfuckers calling me like they happy about this shit. Fuck is wrong with these people? Now something ain't right. Because Megan said all three defendants found not guilty on charges of conspiring to receive child pornography, right? Then she put Kelly and Daryl McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 count case. Then it says Kelly found guilty on 3 out of 5 counts of enticement of a minor, acquitted on the other 2 counts. Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot going on. Hold on. R. Kelly found guilty on 3 counts of videotaping himself having sex with his 14-year-old goddaughter. R. Kelly acquitted on same charge related to video 4, which is the only video in the indictment jurors did not see. What the fuck? How you going? Wait a minute. What? All 3 defendants found not guilty on charges of conspiring to receive child pornography. What the fuck? Kelly and Daryl McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 Cook County case. This is weird. Hold on. Yo.
Dana.
Yeah.
What they say?
All right, check this out. Wait a minute. This shit weird. Hold on, because I'm live too. But it says verdict in R. Kelly case. R. Kelly found guilty on 3 counts of videotaping himself having sex with his 14-year-old goddaughter, but Kelly acquitted on same charge related to video 4, which is the only video in the indictment jurors did not see. All 3 defendants found not guilty on charges of conspiring to receive child pornography. Then it turns around and says Kelly and Daryl McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 Cook County case.
What about you?
It says the 1 count that June on, they were found not guilty.
Okay, not guilty.
Yeah. So hold on. This is weird. How are you going to find him guilty and then not guilty? This not making sense. He found guilty on 3 counts of videotaping himself having sex with his 14-year-old goddaughter, right? But then it says Kelly acquitted on same charge related to video 4. This not making sense. This is not making sense at all. Hold on, y'all.
This is right there.
So what I'm starting to see is this shit weird. Kelly found guilty on three out of 5 counts of enticement of a minor, acquitted on the other 2 counts. Kelly and Daryl McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 Cook County case. All 3 defendants found not guilty on charges of conspiring to receive child pornography. Verdict in the R. Kelly case, R. Kelly found guilty on 3 counts of videotaping himself having sex with his 14-year-old goddaughter. Kelly acquitted on same charge related to video 4, which is the only video in the indictment the jurors didn't see. So is he guilty or is he not guilty? He was found guilty on 3 out of 5 counts. So the other 2 counts he was acquitted on. This doesn't make sense. Kelly co-defendants acquitted on all. Hold on, bro. Yo, this shit bullshit, bro. Can somebody make this make sense? He guilty on 6 charges, but he not guilty on 7 charges. So to clarify, counts 1, 2, and 3 were for sex tapes R. Kelly made in 1998 and to 1999, featuring an underage girl called Jane, which was shown him. Counts 9, 10, and 12 were for enticing 3 minors for sex from 1998 to 2000, Jane, Nia, and Pauline. So you find him guilty on 6 charges, right? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, and 12. Jane lied, Nia lied, and Pauline lied. Right? But counts 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 13. That's 7. He's found not guilty. So is he guilty or not? McDavid and Brown not guilty. So if you find them not guilty, how you not find Robert? You know what? On the charges with Daryl McDavid and June, they not guilty. Neither's Robert. But Nia testimony was bullshit. Pauline testimony was bullshit. And Jane lied for fucking Section 8 housing. What type of shit is this? So do he walk from Chicago or no? Because he was found guilty on 6, but cleared on 7. Hold on. I need to find out something. Hold on. Queen B, you can't say that. He had 13 charges.
Please leave your message for 312-810-7406.
That part right there, Queen B. Hey, Levi.
Yes, sir.
I got a question. Are you listening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got an echo.
Oh, word. Let me say. I'll be right back.
He ain't had no 18 counts. Hey, Levi.
What up?
I'm lost. All right. If he had 13 charges, right?
Yes.
And he was found guilty of 6.
Yes.
But that means he's free then, right? Because 7 trumps 6, right?
No. Hell no. Hell no. You know,
I'm live too, Levi. So don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, but go ahead because because everybody lost. Like, yo, he was acquitted of 7 charges, but he was found guilty on 6 charges.
Right. So that's what I'm doing right now. I want to know what 6.
I'll tell you the 6. I'll tell you the 6. Hold on. I'll tell you the 6. Hold on. All right. Dave Burns said, and to clarify, counts 1, 2, and 3 were for sex tapes R. Kelly made in 1998 to 1999 featuring an underage girl named Roshona. Counts 9, 10, and 12 were for enticing 3 minors for sex from 1998 to 2000, which was Roshona, Nia, and Pauline. But all of them got caught in their lies. Like, yo, what the fuck is really going on?
Well, you know, what? I gotta call my attorney, but listen, bro, it's simple, and that is when you say they got caught in their lies, right? And the inconsistencies and the lies that were told throughout this whole process, it hasn't made no. Listen, when it comes to R. Kelly and this whole judicial process in New York and Chicago, a person can sit there on a goddamn stand and say, "Yeah, I lied. Yes, I'm lying," and they still convict. So that therein lies the problem, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you, watch this. Hold on. Let me show you this. Hold on. Listen to this. Hold on, because I'm gonna give it to you straight. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna get them all for you. All right. To recap, Kelly found guilty on 3 of 4 child pornography counts and guilty on 3 of 5 enticement of a minor counts. Kelly acquitted of conspiring to obstruct justice, conspiring to receive child pornography, and receiving child pornography. All of Kelly co-defendants acquitted on all counts.
Right. So those charges that they acquitted him on absolved McDavid and Brown. That's why those charges were not guilty, basically to free Brown and McDavid. Once again, I have to call my attorney because I had a couple of technical questions about this, but it's unbelievable, bro. Like it's, I don't want to say too much. We'll talk later. Feel me? But
yeah,
this is unbelievable, bro. Call me as soon as you get off the live. All right.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right.
Stay strong.
All right. I'm trying to find out how. I'm trying to find out how. Man. So Tracy and Brittany was found not guilty. Lisa Van Allen was found not guilty. How in the fuck can they find Nia shit guilty or Nia or anything with Nia? Hold on. Hello?
Dana, what up, son? You got me on you still on your live?
Yeah, well, who this?
Shabazz.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me mute this. Hold on. Or you want me to stay live?
You can stay live. It don't matter to me.
All right, go.
What you say now?
I said, yeah, go ahead. I'm live.
Yeah, I'm saying it's kind of terrible as bad as your boy. People mad and upset. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't put out. I was gonna come Sunday with a tape. I got Jensen's tapes. R. Kelly ducked some of those charges, but based on the evidence that I have, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. With Rashona, guilty as fuck. You're guilty as fuck. And Jensen admits that one of the lawyers, they rigged the trial. You go see it from Jensen in his own words. That's why I was supposed to come out Sunday. And I said, you know what? Let me chill because I don't want to influence the trial because I know the people is watching. And I have the actual tapes. And I'm telling you, unfortunately, I know that's your man. It don't change nothing. But he's guilty, sir. It's as simple as that.
I'm trying to figure out if everybody was all right. All right, look, let's go here, Shabazz. Okay. And you said, and you got the tapes and we're Ed Jensen, but that's fine.
I didn't put it out there.
Listen, but that's fine. But in court on the stand, Rashona couldn't get her age straight.
It doesn't matter though, but it doesn't matter. Here's why when people are missing, and he was found guilty. The only video that he was found guilty of was with Rashona. Understand that. The other ones where he gets acquitted of.
But that wasn't shown on the tape though.
Because Dalvin Davis escaped the bullet because his ass guilty as fuck. I got information on that too. On tape. And I'm telling you, this is from the first trial. The ins and outs coming out of Jensen's mouth, who they all tried to throw under the bus because he's dead. But they forgot he did interviews. I have all of that shit. So here's the point. What people have forgotten and what they do not understand is what is going to stay in the juror's mind is irrelevant if the girl was 15, 16, or 17. What's relevant and natural is he's on that tape. So that disputes the age. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have been saying she was 19. But if he's being accused of her being 14 or 15 or whatever, all they know, the bottom line, that's him.
So basically it's word of mouth.
It doesn't. I'm not saying it's the right way, but nevertheless, that's him. And at the time of that tape, she was 14. Jensen knew she was 14.
But listen, she said that okay, and she said at 14 they ain't do nothing. Then she came back.
She lied.
No, I'm talking about this is the recent case. This is now case.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She lied in the recent case, but she got mixed up because there's pressure on them girls. Like, I'm not taking up for it, but it's human nature for somebody to be pressured. Yo, there's a lot of shit at stake. Everybody on that case that testified lied about something. Everybody. Now, y'all are going with the liars that were pro R. Kelly. There was lies that was pro R. Kelly that Daryl lied. I know that for a
say sometimes about selective criticism or selective whatever. You can't be selective when it's in benefit. If you're going to believe anything, you can't just take parts of it and believe. Donald McDavid definitely lied. Donald McDavid is just as much cahoots with R. Kelly as R. Kelly. He did nothing except for steal from him without the permission of R. Kelly. You're not in that camp without R. Kelly telling you what to do. And then R. Kelly actually, not with his money, but with other things, he had to answer to other people. Which now, if y'all want to, me and you agreed, I hope, at one time. So a lot of the shit that's even in court is bullshit. That's why if you listen to some of these bloggers, they don't know what the fuck they talking about because y'all just going on testimony and on, what's on paper, reading whatever you call them shits. But that ain't really what the case was all over because a lot of the power that came from the Kelly camp wasn't even directly in the Kelly camp. Kelly's biggest mistake was he did not leave Chicago. Kelly could not live in Chicago and be R. Kelly without being touched. This is why any artist from any city in any town, whenever they get on, wherever they come from, they leave. You can't stay where you come from, and especially in a place like Chicago. When he hit a certain pinnacle of success, he should have packed his motherfucking bags and moved to Atlanta, or moved to New York, or moved to LA.
Well, he was here. I don't know what made him go back, but he was here, and he was happy here.
He had a home there, but his base was still in Chicago. And what made him happy and unhappy in Atlanta, if you want to be honest and tell the truth, let's tell the truth. He was fucking the niggas he was fucking with in Atlanta. He wasn't paying people. That's why nobody tried to come in on his behalf. Like, that's why they robbed his house. The same niggas he was fucking with in Atlanta, because he wouldn't pay him, came in and stole all his shit. He went live about that shit. That nigga didn't do that to him because he was happy with R. Kelly. He did that shit because R. Kelly wouldn't pay him.
But I mean, he was getting paid off the tour, though.
Who? There was no tour at that time.
No, I'm saying, but dude was with Rob for a while, and he got paid off the tour and everything.
Yeah, but you can get paid off of shit. I got paid off the tour, but then there was other work that you may not have gotten paid for because you get paid. If you work 4 weeks out of the month and you get paid for 3 weeks, if you don't get paid 1 week, you're gonna be pissed because you didn't get paid for 1 week. You're not gonna worry about I got paid 3 weeks, but so I'm gonna let the 1 week go. You want all your money for all the weeks. So you can't say because he got paid off the tour. What about something else he didn't get paid for? Because he didn't go up there and rob the nigga house for nothing. And then the shit that people are not looking at is Rob's crew and the people around him was expensive. Somebody knew what he was doing and they turned their backs to allow them to do it. Like, it was too many people. He just felt like if you was worthy of getting paid, I'll pay you. If you a fuck nigga and I don't feel like paying you, I ain't giving you shit.
So what you think?
Some niggas wasn't going for that.
So what you think? So now, and we got now we got sentencing. I guess
he's looking at 15 to 30 years, and it's up to the judge because this judge is with the charges he has now. That's an additional 15 to 30 years. I'm thinking that the judge is gonna split it down the middle, and he might give him 20. Here's 2 reasons why I think that. One, Greenberg, that everybody dislikes, got R. Kelly a 10-year deal on a plea. R. Kelly refused it. He felt like he was going to beat the charges. Had R. Kelly taken that 10-year plea deal, none of this would have happened because even if New York would have took suit and matched it, he would have still only got 10 years.
Greenberg said, but I asked Greenberg that. Greenberg told me no.
Nah, that's not true.
Greenberg told me it wasn't no plea deal. Greenberg told me face to face it wasn't no plea deal offered into Robert Kelly.
It was. That's not true at all. That's on paperwork. I've been in his face too. He participated in the documentary. But whatever the case may be, here's what I'm saying. Whether you agree that there was a plea bargain or not, the charges he has now is an additional 15 to 30 years. It's in the judge's discretion for the range. It can either be consecutive or concurrent. Consecutive meaning it goes in addition to the 30 he has in New York, or they can run it along with the time he has in New York. So now the next question is, where are they going to split it up? Because the judge has the guidelines to do it. And what makes it bad is if you've never had a charge on this, you have a point deduction. And then that means they'll give you less time. If you had been charged with this before, they'll add on a point. If you've been charged with something else before, they'll add on 2 points. And each time they do the add-on, it's a chart. And according to that chart, this is the minimum amount of time that you can get. So right now, he's looking at an additional 15 to 30 years. R. Kelly, again, brilliant.
He can't do that, man.
I don't never want the man to be in jail. But yo, Dana, what people are not realizing.
Yo, he can't do that, bro.
All that shit, because how are you looking at the main things that killed him in Chicago, in my opinion, was in videos. Whether the girls were underage or not, yo, dog, you R. Kelly. Why are you filming yourself? Like people say everybody do porn and they show porn. Everybody ain't R. Kelly. Everybody can't do what R. Kelly did. Because Pamela Anderson made a video, don't mean R. Kelly can't. A, because he's an entirely different animal. It's an entirely different creature. Just because you are who you are, you basically are in a box. You're in a prison. There are things that you shouldn't do simply because you're R. Kelly. So everybody can say, all them girls lied, the court cases was fucked up. Everybody fucked up. But ain't nobody stopping and said, but wait a minute, hey, what about R. Kelly? That's what I don't understand. And if you say that, now you're the bad guy. But the truth is just the truth. And until we come and unify based on that, we're going to always have R. Kellys. There's a million motherfuckers sitting in jail right now with the same type of charges R. Kelly. They just ain't made the news. And they are getting railroaded for sure because they don't have the money or the publicity that R. Kelly has. And part of the reason is because of people's attitude. You can't get away from the truth, dog. You know what I'm saying? Again, on Sunday, when I show the tape, I show it don't matter if one person look at it or a million people look at it. You know what people are going to say? Ed Jensen was lying. You mean to tell me this man is dead? He done made fucking tapes talking about the tape. He done did interviews in front of international news cameras. And he lying too?
So question.
Come on, son.
Why did he take the case if he felt as though that R. Kelly was a liar?
Ed Jensen was working on R. Kelly's case, and he says that, I don't want to say too much, but I'm going to paraphrase. He said when he first came to that case, he had been working on that case for years prior to it. They had actually hired Ed Jensen because quiet as kept. Ed Jensen came in and took the power away from Darryl McDavid because he was smart and he had one more case. Darryl McDavid actually came into the R. Kelly camp as a CP fucking A, certified public accountant. He was not a manager. He was none of that. He had street cred because his father opened up a liquor store on the west side of Chicago. Ed Jensen was a whole complete different animal. He had power in the corporate world because of his law. R. Kelly took a liking to Ed Jensen. Ed Jensen eventually came in and handled everything around R. Kelly. Darryl McDavid was just the front man.
So the question,
Ed Jensen was the one pointing direction as to who get paid and who don't get paid.
So the question is this. Why Ed Jensen take the case if he felt as though Rob was guilty?
Because he wanted to get money, and who gonna turn down money? Half the people that was around R. Kelly knew he was. Okay, now let's just keep it real. In 2022, half the niggas.
I gotta keep it funky, bro, because one thing about
I'm saying no. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm telling you this for a fact. Half the niggas that was around R. Kelly knew he was guilty of shit. They ain't stopped him from going on tour or stop talking to him. It's just, if that's what that nigga did. There's a lot of niggas that was around that knew about all that shit that was going on. That they wasn't gonna stop their money train. Cause you know a nigga guilty or you know a nigga's accused of XYZ, what you gonna have the conscience to say, I can't fuck with that nigga no more and not get no more money? Niggas ain't gonna do that. Niggas don't do that, and they not even R. Kelly. You could know your man is a rapist and he done raped a 90-year-old lady. Niggas in the hood is still gonna fuck with that nigga. I give you the best example. Niggas know some of these niggas in the streets is rats, and they still fucking with them. When you know a nigga's a rat, do niggas stop fucking with you because you a rat? No. They still fuck with you. And you'll sit back and you'll be like, dog, I seen this nigga's name in paperwork. I know he ratted. And his man would be like, but he ain't rat on me. So after why is Ed Jensen still part of the case? Come on, that's a rhetorical question, Dana. He wanted a check. And he could control the flow of what was going. Ed Jensen really did send R. Kelly to the doctors for libido shots. While Ed Jensen was alive, R. Kelly didn't get in no trouble. When Ed Jensen died, everything came back up. Think about it. He killed the sex drive. He had him somewhat in check because he knew all his dirt.
because he was the orchestrator. He was the director on how to move as a result of the shit that was going on. It wasn't really Darryl McDavid. Darryl McDavid has always been a face. He wasn't that person. And when Kelly definitely found out, best example, the building he got, that was really R. Kelly's building downtown. He tricked him into signing some fucking paperwork. R. Kelly signed the paperwork because he didn't do his due diligence. When he turns around, Tom McDavid say, no, this is not your property, this is my property. You was just an investor in the building, but you don't own it. That's a fact, dog. That didn't come up in court. I know where the building is at. I done ate the restaurant. I done been through the whole shit.
Oh, I know about the building.
Know that.
I know about the building.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. There's so much shit that really didn't come out in the case. They just kept the script one narrative. They didn't really, for real, they didn't really put all the shit that they could have put inside the case. And part of it is because they didn't know. Because there's still a loyalty for niggas to keep their mouth shut. Niggas is only going to say so much. And you got to think about this. And I'm not even taking a shot. Even Levi, why you ain't in court to testify for him? Why none of his friends was in court? Nah,
man, we ain't gonna do that, man, because then that's gonna go back and forth.
Okay, I'm not gonna try, but let's take Levi out of it. I'll take Levi out of it just because I respect the game. Let's go about the. You know, I've seen you in Chicago. Right. I've seen you in the R. Kelly circle. Right. So I know you've been in the R. Kelly circle. So you know I know this. There was 20 niggas in that circle. Not one of them niggas came to testify for him. Let's be real. Let's be real. And R. Kelly was feeding 20 niggas. Let's be real. I've seen you here in Chicago with him.
Yeah.
If you want, you say you keep it funky, nigga.
Yeah, let's do it.
You was number 20, and it was 19 more. Where were any of them niggas at? You mean tell me nobody came and had a good word to say? Nobody?
Well,
come on, son.
Well, I mean, I was there in New York. I mean, but I couldn't make Chicago because of my job, but I was able.
No. You taking it into personal.
Nah.
I'm not saying it to go.
No, but I see what you're saying. But I see what you're saying.
I did see you, but in addition to you, I seen 19 other motherfuckers.
Right.
So out of 20 niggas, you mean 10 of them couldn't come up? 10 of y'all might have had to go back to work. I was in New York. I was with Killer. Carrie had to go back to fucking Indiana to go to work. He didn't stay the full trial. I was with him when Keith hit him off and sent his ass back to Chicago to go to Indiana because his job wouldn't let him stay too much longer. So he had to leave. So I understand niggas got to work and got to do this, but that don't get away from the point. You mean to tell me that happened for all 20 niggas? Because half of the 20 niggas that was around R. Kelly's total job was to be around R. Kelly. Where they at? Where they at? You know why they didn't show up? I'll tell you why. Because niggas know the truth. And niggas, I'm not getting in that. If they don't mention my name, I'm not coming. I'm not going to put myself out there on Front Street. So on some real nigga shit, whether people want to admit this or not, that kind of helped him. Because if they would have really got some of them niggas, it would have been worse. Because some of them niggas would have broke. The levy would have broke, and more shit would have came out. And he'd have had to face that shit. So it's unfortunate what it is. Still hold him down, still support him. But yo, don't think that none of us are angels. Just say the way I would take it, okay, he got guilty, found guilty of that. Yo, like I said to somebody else, Darlene April was the only person that I interviewed who said, it don't matter if R. Kelly is guilty or innocent, I'm still rocking with R. Kelly. So it don't matter if he's guilty or innocent. If that's your man, that's your man.
Right.
But don't try to paint a picture to take it to something else because it's a lie. And them fucking crackers, they seen through that lie. But they got bamboozled too because Milton Brown, June, and Darryl walked. I knew Brown was going to walk. But Darryl, I'm like, wow. But, that's just the luck of the draw. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
And if you're going to be real, Dana, I'm not telling you to turn on your people. They can turn on Shabazz. I'm cool with all that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if we're going to be righteous and we're going to be men, somebody got to tell the truth, man. And at the end of the day, you just got to say, this is my advice. Like, if he's wrong, he was wrong. But he's still my man. Like, let's try to correct the wrong by getting him some help. If anything, everybody should have been fighting not to put him in jail, but to get him some therapy or put him in a long-time place to get him some help. But to stand there, the arrogance of saying everybody else is lying is why he didn't take them 10 years plea bargain. If people would have told him from the jump, yo, take that 10 years and ask as a condition of taking it that I be put in therapy, he might have did the right thing. But part of his reason for rejecting it is because he believes himself. He ain't guilty. Nigga, you know goddamn well you're going to get found guilty on something. You may not get found guilty on anything, but all them crackers need is one charge. Out of 13 counts, he got found guilty of what, 5 or 6?
6.
That's all they need. That's all they need. And that's how the court is designed. They'll give you 100 charges and they all worded differently, but they're basically the same thing. You might get acquitted of 98 of the motherfuckers, but it don't matter because the one you get found guilty of is enough time. So now you add on whatever he got found guilty of in Chicago on top of New York. Here's the reality of that. Jennifer Bongine is trash.
No. You can't do that.
That's my opinion. You can't say no. That's part of our problem.
But,
I bring you on my platform. And
but that is your opinion. But that is your opinion. But I'm going to be honest with you. She fought for him, man.
She fought for, and you know what? At the end of the day, she fought for the right to be she fought for the right to be the lawyer of R. Kelly. She's trash. She's never been
I disagree with that.
Court case on this is my opinion.
Okay.
So you'll be cool.
Facts.
She's never been on a level of this magnitude fighting for someone. She is fighting to get niggas out of jail who've been wrongly accused 30 years ago. That is an entirely different fight. I'm going to give you a fact. I worked personally with fucking the strongest black lawyer in America.
Who?
And I'm going to tell you his tactic. When there is enough news to cover and somebody says they've been shot by the police or whatever, here he comes. Because that's an easy case. The public is already...
Are you talking about Benjamin Crump?
I don't want to say... You know what I do. You know who I fuck with. So you can say, I don't got to say it. You can say it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's what you're talking about, man. Oh Lord.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say to you. Benjamin Crump is brilliant at that for civil cases. If you take Benjamin Crump into a criminal courthouse, he might get his ass whooped. He ain't the same Benjamin Crump. It's 2 different levels. Jennifer Bongine might be brilliant at getting a motherfucker released from jail that's been wrongfully convicted for 30 years. But defending a criminal case, she's not. And you want me to give you the proof? I can show you better than I can tell you because the information I got, she could have had. You know, she can say whatever she wants to say, and I'm going to tell you exclusively, nigga, me and I had discussions about me helping her. But she got too much arrogance with me. You're not going to be arrogant with me, and you don't got nothing. How you so great, and you fought so hard for R. Kelly, and you don't got one stitch of evidence in his defense. All you are doing is having rebuttals. You have not produced one thing in this courtroom in defense of R. Kelly. I'm going to do it on Sunday. How is he so great? Because I'm not a lawyer. Explain that. Tell me how. Because I don't get it. You the motherfucking lawyer. You ain't found a witness. You ain't got a witness. You ain't got no evidence. You ain't got shit but to fucking defend R. Kelly verbatim with words. Show me one shred of proof that shines brightly on R. Kelly. I could do that, and I'm a street nigga. So how the fuck is she great? Answer that.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go here. I don't know the ins and outs of you and Miss Jennifer Bongine, so I'm not gonna speak on it. I can only speak on the facts of what I seen, and I seen how she helped exonerate Bill Cosby, but I seen how she
didn't help exonerate Bill Cosby. Dana, stop saying people say that shit. Bill Cosby had a clause that the fucking lawyers.
She was there, right?
Did not look. He signed the deal that said he could not be brought up on criminal charges as a result of his civil case if he gave testimony. All she did was found that paperwork that the DA had in his folder. She did not go into a front of a courtroom and defend and fight for Bill Cosby at all. She found the paperwork, said bingo, and then took it to court. Look, Your Honor, this was a previous agreement that Mr. Cosby had signed, and that's how Cosby got out of jail. That ain't great. Stop.
I'm gonna go ahead, Shabazz. I believe Rob gonna win on the appeals, bro.
Okay. And Allah willing, I'm not saying this to down Rob.
Right.
I'm just telling you, I'm not saying it to be negative towards, I don't want no black man in jail simply because he's black. Because whether you want to believe this or not, as of right now in America, the reflection of R. Kelly is the reflection on all black men. Bottom line. So I would be a fool to sit here and try to down him and kick him and say fuck R. Kelly, he this, he this, that. Because, nigga, if I'm in that situation, if they think R. Kelly is like that, what they gonna think about me? Because I don't even got the same name. But what I'm telling you is the odds are so overwhelming and so surmounting. And now you got New York to beat. Now you got Chicago to beat. It's almost impossible. First and foremost, you're not going to beat New York. There's no appeal coming from New York. I don't give a fuck what. Because you know what? Here's why I'm saying. All of y'all said Jennifer was so good. He shouldn't have lost the case in Chicago.
I'm looking at Pacer, and it's clearly an appeal sitting in there on the Second Circuit.
It can be said. Dana, you can appeal all you want. That's his constitutional right. That don't mean it's going to go nowhere. He had a lawyer. That was his constitutional right, but he didn't win. So what are you saying? He had a lawyer, didn't he? Did he win? No.
Again, I'm going to be honest with you.
New York is a different type of dirty. If he had a chance to win anything, it would be Chicago. But the reason why they started him in New York is because they knew it was a different type of dirty. There was no way. And at the end of it, what you don't know, and what other people know, in the courts, Jennifer does what Jennifer does to help people with convictions to get reversals. But in court, nobody likes Jennifer Bongine. She was fighting against judges, prosecutors, and everybody else in there because of her attitude and her arrogance. They were going to make any and everything exceptionally hard for Jennifer Bongine in that court in New York.
So what she was supposed to be
very lucky. He's very lucky he didn't have Jennifer Bongine. He did better with Kanik. Because if it was Jennifer Bongine, he might have got 60 years.
So she was supposed to be like an ass kisser? No, hell no, man. She's supposed to go in there and fight.
You don't have to be an ass kisser, but you have to know. You know what? In school, when you get your orientation or when you get a job, title, or position, one of the things that's very important is the box that says, does he or she work well with others? If they check no, that follows you. She don't work well with others. She don't. It's one thing to be aggressive and to be a good lawyer. It's another thing to just try to be an asshole and a bitch. Jennifer Bongine wants to come off with the sassy black girl attitude. She thinks she knows. She has a quick line and a quick for all of that shit. But now it's even less effective for me because you done talked and did all of that shit and your client lost. Now what? And it's still going to be people to say Jennifer was great. How? Because again, as long as I know, if I got 60 seconds of footage.
But that's your opinion, though, Shabazz.
Huh?
But that's your opinion, but that's not a fact.
Here's my facts.
Michael Jordan was great, and he lost.
He did. But at the end of the day, listen to what I'm saying.
So I don't hear none of y'all saying Jordan trash.
No, listen to me. You're 100%. And it's funny you used to say Jordan.
I'm just saying, but let's keep it real. I don't hear nobody saying Jordan trash, and Jordan got swept 2-3 times. Matter of fact, 3 times in the playoffs.
But you know what Jordan never did? Jordan never told David Stern, I'm going to blow this motherfucker up. Jennifer Bongine, dumbass, went on Twitter talking about you got the right one. Talking to the courts in New York or talking to the courts in Chicago.
Jordan said the same shit for the NBA. Y'all ain't nothing without me. Come on, man.
He ain't never said that to David Stern. But here's my point. Here's the difference. If she is the great person that you say she is, I'll accept that. That's your opinion. It's valid. You have a right. Where's any evidence in light of R. Kelly? She had nothing. Where's the witness for R. Kelly? She had nothing. How is she great? Michael Jordan come and bust your ass and slam on you.
Wait.
Talk shit about him.
Wait. But I mean, but he didn't do that shit 2 years against Boston and 1 year against Detroit when he got swept.
You know what, Dana?
Then you got a Malik coming in here talking about some Jordan never lost in the finals. Yo, just because you never lost in the finals don't make you the motherfucking GOAT. I wish y'all dumb motherfuckers wake up.
Dana, I don't want to get you tight going into basketball. This is what I want to get you on. Tell me the slam dunk that Jennifer Bongine has ever done for R. Kelly.
Listen.
Brother.
Listen. No, listen, because I'm going to go there. If you listen to the way she picked these people apart in court.
You crazy.
Put
her in a place.
You crazy. And you clearly see.
And then she say racist shit, not realize she represents.
You clearly seen, Shabazz. She destroyed all of the government witnesses in Chicago. Did she not?
Well, but here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'll give you 2 things. A, that's your opinion, and I'm going to respect it. But B, how I'm going to rebuttal against it is she didn't win. That's one. Here's two. She had the nerve to use a racist analogy. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take it to a rap song. Motherfucking Wu-Tang had a song with Ghostface Killer would talk about they would wake up in the morning and they didn't have no motherfucking milk. They just had cereal. They had to pick the roaches out the cereal and put water in the cereal, and all of them had to eat it. That's real shit for niggas. When you really come from the hood, that's a rap song. This bitch gonna get on stand and talk in her fucking clothes and
Why she gotta be a bitch though, Shabbat? Come on, man.
Fall in the soup. Wait a minute. When the roach fall in the soup, you don't eat the soup because the whole soup is contaminated. You dumb bitch.
That's facts. That's facts. And you throw the whole soup away if you got a bunch of roaches.
Dana, that's not facts. Because there are some people that will take that roach out the soup and eat the soup, especially in the hood where they ain't got no money and it's the last hand.
Man, ain't nobody picking no roach out no soup and eat no soup nowadays, Shabazz.
Niggas do. Listen, you want me to fire you the song with Ghostface and talk about when they grew up? And I think it might have been Cream.
But it was Cream.
Roaches out the corner. They got up in the morning and took the roaches out the cereal and put water in the cereal and ate the cereal. You know how real that is for niggas in the hood?
Listen, I know about that.
Come on, son.
But what I'm saying now, in this generation now, ain't nobody doing that. And at the end of the day,
Dana, be grateful that a law puts you in a place where you don't have to do that.
And that's facts.
The hood ain't doing.
And that's facts.
You can't say that
Jesus
shit.
ain't never turned his back on me, and I appreciate him for that.
That's you, brother. But here, you think everybody in the world got a cell phone? You know how many hoods and places in America where niggas ain't got a cell phone? Come on, Dana, stop. You're blessed. Your listeners might be blessed because they have phones and all that. There are definitely a portion and a population of people who aren't in those situations. I remember motherfucking even to this day. You can drop something on the floor. You ever heard of the 5-second rule? And you've been on the floor for 5 seconds. Well, I say God made dirt don't hurt, put it in your mouth and let it work.
Right.
And you can have money in your pocket. But if that's what you grew up and that's what you come from, what you gonna do? So for her to even use an analogy like that, dealing with a black client, to me is racist. And then she got the nerve to talk about everybody in the court was a liar. She's including them. She's making an example of roaches. Bitch, everybody on that fucking counter was black. So you saying that shit about all black women?
No, that's the way you taking it. You taking it somewhere, but that she might not. Listen. Watch this. And if you're not alone, here's the thing. Nobody can say where she went with that or where she was going or how she meant it unless you in her mind. If you're not in her mind, and you can't say that.
You win that part. But here's what I can tell you. I don't have to be in her mind to tell you that bitch lost.
And you know what? That's facts. So let's ask this. I hear about everybody got smoke and for R. Kelly right now, right? And that's cool. No. No, listen, Shabazz. Listen. But I'm not saying you. But it just seemed like that, you feeling some kind of way. So okay, let's.
Do you know why you feel that way? I'm gonna tell you why people feel that way about it. Because y'all don't understand the realness.
No, I understand everything about you.
Let me say about him. Listen to me. Fuck R. Kelly. Let me use you. I don't want to use R. Kelly. And I'm gonna just use something hypothetical. You're a fucking klepto. You walk in the stores, you steal video games, you steal underwear, you steal whatever, right? But you my man. So now, we sit in front of somebody, right? I'm sitting here with Dana, and dude say to me, yo, what kind of person is Dana? If I'm really your man, that nigga a klepto, son, but he's still my dog. Don't leave them drawers and them boxes over there, because if they wrapped up in the package, he gonna take them.
So can I ask you a question?
Wait, but do that mean I got smoke for you? Yo, if you a man and you honest, tell the truth, son. I'm not gonna hide your lies.
But I'm glad you said that. So now I'm gonna take it here. Is it safe to say that the same energy that you just said, matter of fact, if that's your man, you ain't gonna hide the lies, right? All right. So is it safe to say that Kevin Terrell is a pedophile? But let's keep it real. If that's your man, you gonna you know what I'm saying? If that's your man and you gonna put it down like, yo, Kevin Terrell a pedophile. How you know he a pedophile? That nigga got smoked for everything except for what his daughter said. He don't want to touch it.
Here's what I'll say to you.
And you can't dress it up, but go ahead.
I'm telling you, listen, because I respect you. I'm keeping 100 with you. Based on what's out there, yes. Based on the evidence so far, yes. I don't know that for a personal fact, but based on the evidence that's surrounding him, yes, I'd have to agree. And see, nigga, that's honesty for your ass, because I could have said I ain't getting in that. Nah, dog. If I'm going to open my mouth and say what it is, I have to say what it is for everybody, because if I don't, I'm a fraud. Shabazz ain't gonna be a fraud. If it points at being a duck, quacks like a duck, then it's probably a motherfucking duck. How you gonna go against that? Based on what his children had said, based on the evidence that's around there, I would have to agree with y'all.
And based on what his kid's mom has said, right?
Whoever, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I've heard the children say if his baby mama said it and all that. I agree with you. Like, what I'm gonna do? I can't go against what's out there. That's the fact. But that don't mean
because even. Oh, go ahead. My fault. Because I want to hear this last one.
I'm hating on him. You know what I'm saying? He might take it like, oh shit, Shabazz, you took a shot at me. Nah, nigga, I didn't say I felt like that. I said based on the evidence. The same thing for R. Kelly. I didn't say that I necessarily feel like that, but based on investigative journalism and the evidence that is out there, dog, you guilty. That's based on the evidence. Those based on the facts and my findings. Have I personally seen you do that? I have not. But it's no different in court. They ain't seen it either. But they make a judgment based on the evidence presented. And based on that evidence, he's guilty.
All right, so watch this. Even though the video shows that wasn't in Rashona on that goddamn tape, and the video shows after you break it down frame by frame, it shows that it's Adelina Prado, or somebody that's over age. How in the hell they gonna still say it's Rashona if they haven't seen it? That's word of mouth.
I don't know how they came up with their conclusions, but I can tell you this: I'll show you on Sunday to my podcast. His own lawyer said that it was Rashona. It was working with Rashona. As a matter of fact, Rashona's father was helping him with the case. The same man who R. Kelly told him what he told him. He spoke, dropped on his knees and cried. Nobody believed it. He got up off his knees, took the money, and helped the lawyers cover up for his daughter. I got that on tape.
Say what?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Say what?
I just told you. You asked about.
Are you saying if somebody? Oh, your phone was going in and out. You said, and somebody got on their knees and said he didn't believe it.
Her father. Remember, ain't there a part where he says he told him whatever, and his father got on his knees and cried and said he didn't believe it, whatever the case is.
But Daryl McDavid and Rashona Mama said it ain't go down that way.
But here's what I'm going to tell you to counter all of that. I told you Daryl McDavid was really a face. The person who handled it was Ed Jensen. This came out of one of Ed Jensen's mouths right next to Ed Jensen. Daryl McDavid wasn't there.
But what about Rashona Mama? She was there.
The mama was a liar. The mama was a liar. She was going to lie simply because, just like I told you before, that's how she got her shoe store. So she wasn't going to tell the truth.
So check it.
When it comes to money, a nigga will sell their daughter, their mama, they whatever. It does not matter.
So check it. Shabazz. Now the mama's a liar, but the daughter was proven to be a liar, but the daughter telling the truth.
But of course the mama was a liar, son. She know goddamn well that was her daughter. She know. I'm gonna tell you, you know what? Fuck whether she says she's a daughter or not. She was a liar simply by accepting the money. She accepted money.
But you missed what I said.
Huh?
But you missed what I said. But I said so. The mama, so the mama is a liar, but the daughter got caught lying. But the daughter telling the truth.
I didn't say the daughter was telling.
No.
Who said I never said.
No.
That.
So I'm saying it, and because evidently these incompetent ass jurors and believed her.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I'm not giving you my opinion based on the court case. I'm giving you my opinion based on facts, and I'm giving you opinion based on when it happened, 2008. Like, that's where I got my evidence and my tape from. I don't even have to listen to what they're saying right now because I know the story and I have the facts. So I think that's a great question because you know what? You know why I believe what you said is 100% true? Because Daryl McDavid walked. He wasn't supposed to walk, son, but he walked. So they believed him too.
So they all got away with extorting Robert. And then Robert got to pay for being extorted while everybody extorted him and then did whatever and behind his back, and now he's the fall guy.
You know what? That's true to an extent, but here's the thing. If he did no wrong, there would be nothing to extort him about. If there was no tape, it could have never came to extort him. So his problem was it was really a tape. The question is, how old were the people on it? But it still doesn't get away from the fact that, nigga, it was a tape and you was on it. That's why you was allowed to be extorted.
Okay, so where's the tape?
That's a great question. But you know what's obvious to me? You cut them checks. You don't know where the tape is at. We don't know where the tape is at, but you know that motherfucker was made. Otherwise, you would have never cut a check. You would have never got a dollar out of R. Kelly if there was none of that shit was true. Freeman would have never been able to come in and be a cockroach if none of that shit was true.
Well, it came out that Ed Jensen and the one that orchestrated and for Freeman to get paid. It wasn't R. Kelly because Rob ain't know nothing about it. Daryl McDavid said Ed Jensen told him to do it, and Rob wasn't even included in the goddamn conversation.
And the reason why is because in that situation, and this is great, I'm glad you're saying that because I want you to remember your words. What happened was Ed Jensen took over all of the dirty work, and R. Kelly didn't have to be informed because R. Kelly told him, "You handle this, you take care of it." He didn't need to.
Allegedly, R. Kelly told him that.
Oh, yo, that was his fucking lawyer, dog.
Lawyers lie too, right?
Yo, listen, let me tell you what.
We just watched Greenberg lie last week.
R. Kelly told Jennifer Bongine to handle the case. She's not telling him his dating. She's not calling him on the phone or going on no attorney-client visits and telling him we don't have no evidence. She's handling the case the best way. She's not keeping him privileged to every goddamn thing that moves and all her moves. Because if she was, based on me knowing for a fact with the other lawyers, R. Kelly would have been so far up in her ass it ain't funny. The reason why niggas came out with a documentary against R. Kelly in the first place is because of his mouth and how he talked to them. Jennifer Bongine didn't use that tactic. I'm telling you that I know for a fact. Greenberg did not hold his tongue with R. Kelly at all. And R. Kelly did not.
And now Robert ain't hold his tongue against Greenberg, and I witnessed that.
But wait. You're 1,000% right. But that is a part of the problem. Because when he didn't hold his tongue, that's when the documentary came. That's when Azriel got liked. That's when Joycelyn got liked. That's even when Tiffany Hawkins got liked. Because, at the end of the day, you could be R. Kelly when you're free. Any man could be what they want when they walking down the street. But you can have the baddest and the smartest mouth in the world, but if you behind bars and you say the wrong shit and you ain't got no way to stop it, you just made a dumb move. And having the mouth that he had was a dumb move when you couldn't do shit but go back to your cell. You needed to be able to deal with them motherfuckers tactfully, because when you didn't deal with it tactfully, they all started working against you. Bottom line. So that's why when people say what they say, I always go back to, no matter what you say, who right, who wrong, whatever, R. Kelly had the ball in his court from the door. He opened that door, be it whether talking to people, be it whether telling them what to do, be it whether having sex with somebody. If he didn't open that door, we wouldn't be here. He opened up the door of getting in the nigga ass. Then came the evidence. He did the same. That was R. Kelly. At some point, you could believe you could fly, but you got to say to yourself, I can't fly out of this arena because there's a roof on it. Yeah, I could fly, but not out this arena. So I'm not even going to run my mouth in this arena. I'm going to wait till I get outside of the arena, then I'm going to talk I could believe I could fly. Because now you can fly freely. If you standing in an arena, nigga, you can't fly. He didn't learn that lesson. He bought into the hype. Even Darryl said it. He got eager more and more, and he became more of a believer in himself, and he was more aggressive with his conversation.
But you want to believe, hey Shabazz, you know, like I know, bro. Once you get in that business, and you in the business, I'm in the business, you have to believe in yourself. If not, and you're gonna get ate up.
You do, but you could be cocky, believe in yourself, or you could be humble, believe in yourself. It starts off both of them. What top tier performer or entertainer is not cocky? Right.
You the top of your craft. You cocky. I'm the top of my craft. I'm cocky, and I ain't even an A-list actor.
I I agree with you, but the difference between you and those other people is they're not on trial looking at sexual charges. R. Kelly is. You're right.
I just think,
apply to R. Kelly.
I just think, honest, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. After watching them motherfuckers go cheer for Jussie Smollett and they let Rob hang, fuck all them people, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Because that was selective justice right there. Now, you know what that was done? It wasn't because Jussie Smollett is such a good person. Jussie Smollett belongs to LGBTQT. And that's a very strong organization. And as a result, he had them behind him. So you dealing at a whole nother level now. That's why Jussie Smollett got the treatment Jussie Smollett got. Rob never came out and said that he's a part of LGBTQT. Jussie Smollett was a known member of LGBTQT. The rules, unfortunately, are different for them. And the reason why is because they've been abused for so long, but now they finally got the freedom and the power to say whatever the fuck they want to say. And if you fuck with them in any kind of way, they're going to band together, form Voltron, and do exactly what they did with Jussie Smollett. They got him to beat a fucking case. And ain't nothing nobody could do about it. That's the difference, man. You got to know the arena that you're playing in, and you can't buy into the hype. Like R. Kelly at one time had that kind of power. Well, when you start making enemies and you keep, having that same, I'm going to talk how I want, I'm going to do what I want, and you do that shit in Chicago, then you do it in Philly, then you do it in LA, then you do it in New York. All of them enemies start to add up. And sooner or later, you're going to have an army of motherfuckers who got one function. Get your ass.
I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say this. If you can convict an innocent man over bullshit and over something, okay, but let's say that he had a tape. Yo, the statute of limitations been up, bro.
I agree with that.
How in the hell you changing shit to make shit just for one person? That's bullshit.
I agree with that. But you want me to say, I agree with that. I agree with you. I'm saying there are inconsistencies, and I agree with what you're saying. But here's the reason why. Because they gave you a shot and you beat it the first time. You only gonna fuck with them crackers for so many times before they come back and play dirty. He should have took that 2008 win and ran his ass wherever the fuck the state, the fuck out of Dodge. But because he didn't, now when they get you this time, they're gonna play dirty. Dana, let me tell you this, man, and then I'm gonna let you go. Listen to me. Brother, it doesn't matter what he would have said, how much evidence he would have had. Because he won in 2008 and came back in front of them, they was not letting him go. Bottom line, he's another OJ. It didn't matter. OJ beat murder of a white woman. And your dumb ass go back and now you want to rob somebody for your own shit and get 10 years. That's crazy. When you win with them one time, that's it. This is America, son. Niggas, it's not designed for a black man to win. And the few times that we do win, you better take that win and sit your ass down somewhere. Because if you come back again, them crackers is going to serve you.
That's why I say what I said. I said, fuck Hollywood. We need to ban as a colored folks, and we need to get our own shit and say, fuck them people. And because we can't go into Hollywood and, matter of fact, and we can't go into Hollywood and we can't grab Bob Yeager and we can't grab Harvey Weinstein. So how the fuck can they come in Chicago and grab R. Kelly? How the fuck can they come? How the fuck can they come to Philly and they grab Bill Cosby? That's bullshit, bro.
I agree with you. And if you want to know why, I'm not even looking at the chat, but I guarantee there's 1,000 comments of hate for Shabazz. And you know why? Because we can't stick together. Niggas don't want to know the truth. We are only going to be able to stop that when, regardless of how you feel, if we have something to do, we're going to put our differences to the side to accomplish this mission. But with black folks, fuck Shabazz. Yada, yada, yada. Fuck Dana. Yada, yada, yada. And if Shabazz or Dana has a good idea for the betterment of black people, they're not going to get behind it because they have a personal feeling of fuck Shabazz. That's why them crackers can do what they do. That's the bottom line. I don't want to take over your post, man.
But I can't wait for Sunday, man.
Sunday, I'm deaf. Just out of respect for the game, because Shabazz is the bad guy. But I'm gonna tell you, I said to myself, you know what? If I put this shit out, I know they're gonna say it influenced the kid. And I'm glad I didn't, because one of the charges that he found guilty of is based on the evidence that I have, and people would have said Shabazz did that. So I said, you know what? Regardless of what I have and how I feel, he's still a black man. And it doesn't matter whether people think it's personal or not. I'm going to be fair in my blackness and I'm not gonna come out this week. And I'm sure people gonna say, "Oh, that nigga lying. He ain't got no tape." And I said, "Fuck him. Let him say whatever. I'm just gonna wait until after the trial. Then I'm gonna put it out so nobody can say, Shabazz, you had an influence. Shabazz ain't had an influence on shit. Because what I'm gonna show, if I would have showed earlier, then you would have been able to say that. But I didn't do that. But the truth is still the truth. Do I love R. Kelly any less as a black man? I do not. He's still black. I don't give a fuck what he did. He's gonna have to deal with his punishment. But at the end of the day, he's black and he's a reflection on me. So I'm not gonna shit on him in that way, but I ain't gonna lie for him.
So can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
This case that just concluded today, right? Which we can all say that Judge Levin Weber aided and for a guilty plea. Oh, because he ain't say not guilty. He just said, this is what you need for them to be guilty. Okay, let's go here. He got exonerated of everything that they charged him with in 2008 today.
Right.
So how can you charge somebody with one thing and then exonerate them for the same thing?
The reason why is because he got exonerated the first time, and crackers like to win.
No. Wait. He got exonerated for it today.
No. I don't know. You know why? I'm gonna tell you. Well, the answer to that one is because it didn't matter what he got exonerated for. They were clever, and this is not exclusive to R. Kelly. With the Fed, they're going to give 10, 15, 20 charges. They don't care what you get exonerated with, and this is something that is injustice in the justice system, and it doesn't just apply to R. Kelly. And pay close attention. Even if what he got exonerated for today, if he was found guilty for in 2008, in their eyesight, it wouldn't matter because all they need to get him is one charge to stick. That's why. It doesn't matter because all they wanted was guilty on anything. And the reason why is because he got away the first time innocent. When crackers play, they play psychological and they play dirty. And I'm not going to just say white people. I'm going to say the justice system with a black person. If you are black, if you have smarts and you have some money and you beat them at their own game, you better not get in trouble again. Because if you do, the next time you come in front of their ass, it's a wrap. That's why. And you got to, if you can't figure that out with common sense, no disrespect to your listeners or to you, that's just the truth, son. It wouldn't have mattered what they came in with today. I am telling you, because he beat him in 2008, there was no fucking way in hell they was going to allow him to come and do it again. Yo, that's Chicago, son. Chicago is a mob town. There's still chaos in there. These crackers still got this fucking city on hold. Even with a black mayor, it's still white run. There's no way. And then I'm going to give you with the Justice Smollett. LGBTQT is strong as fuck in Chicago. When them niggas put on they goddamn Labor Day parade or they parades, they 10 miles deep. All you see is rainbows. Not one parade comes close to LGBTQT. Not one. They are strong. So when you got to look at common sense, you can have all the rights in the world. But when you cross the wrong people, they're going to get you. And if you got away the first time, you should have just stayed away. So there was no way he was going to win. There's no way he's going to win in Chicago. They could have dropped all 12 charges, made him acquittal of all 12. But as long as they got one, and then you got to look at the sentencing guidelines. Based on what he's already been convicted on, all of those sentencing guidelines skyrocket. So what would be normal, that might be a 1 to 3 or 2.5 to 4, now you can skyrocket that shit to 3 to 7 or 4.5 to 9. Why? Because he was convicted on that same type of charge in New York. It's a dirty game, son. And niggas, if you ain't been in the system and don't know about the system, shut the fuck up about the system because you don't know. That's part of the problem in the R. Kelly camp too, because everybody listens to transcripts of their opinion and they think they know. If you ain't sat down and fought against them crackers in a court of law, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because at the end of the day, the last thing that I want to say is if justice was fair, R. Kelly wouldn't have needed no motherfucking Jennifer Bongine. Because the reality for a black man in America is if you walk into court with a black man, your ass is done. In order to get a fair trial, you need a cracker. If you ain't got if a nigga don't got a cracker represent them in a white court in America, you already stand a chance to lose. So how could you ask about anything fair just knowing that? How? And then tell me that Jennifer Bongine is great. That bitch ain't great. She's just a white lady that was needed
Come on,
for a black man
Hey, Shabazz, that's your opinion.
And I will stick to that shit.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
And I said that shit from jump. And you know what? People could be mad at me all day. Exactly what I said was gonna happen happened. Ain't none of that shit everybody else talking about happened. He ain't coming home. The bitch wasn't all that. She didn't win the case. So my opinion must carry some weight or some truth. Because everybody else was she did a good job. She's that. They did the same shit with Nicole. What Nicole do?
Listen, we gonna talk about this Sunday on your joint once you go live.
All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, and because I gotta talk about what happened in court today between me and
you can talk and say with Dana, I'm a different type of dude, nigga. We can disagree to agree. You got a right to your opinion. You know, I keep saying the last thing, but you know what's wrong with this, with a lot of these shows, these platforms? When you don't say what they want you to say, they block you out. They put you on timeout. They don't want you to talk. And that's why we as black people is fucked up. Because if we aren't all allowed to speak so we can think about it, we ain't never going to come to a conclusion. If we only think one way and that way doesn't work, we fucked. Everybody that's on your platform thinks one way. R. Kelly ain't guilty. And guess what? Y'all fucked.
Well,
guilty.
But that's what we believe, though.
But somebody, there has to be a voice of reason is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not guilty or guilty. I'm saying there has to be you have to listen. In order to know the enemy, you got to have somebody like the enemy. You can't beat the enemy if you don't know nothing about him. So if there's somebody saying something different than you, be smart enough to listen so you can know how to counter. The problem with niggas is they don't want to listen and then they don't know how to counter. My proof and point, R. Kelly is fucking guilty in Chicago too. Nobody wants to listen. You got to know how to approach your enemy. Like, that's common fucking sense. Not with us. Our shit, that nigga said this, that, and the other, he's an op. Fuck him. Yo, do you think everybody in that court was an op? Everybody, when a black man walk into a federal court looking at criminal charges, is a fucking op. From the judge to the goddamn jurors. The only way you even that out is what do you have to do? You got to walk in the court with one of them. That's common fucking sense.
Yeah.
So how come it ain't common sense when niggas come and try to tell y'all something that, oh, you're being negative and this? Are you fucking stupid? That's the only way for you to learn how to defend yourself.
Well,
if don't nobody show you, how you gonna know?
But that's true. Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it here. I believe the appeals is gonna be in. I believe Rob ain't have a well, no, I'd be lying if I say I believe Rob ain't have a fighting chance in Chicago. Based on what I was reading every day, I just knew Rob was going to win Chicago because they did a great job of fucking these witnesses up.
But guess what?
But I'm trying to figure out what happened at the 11th hour.
Listen to me, brother. You're asking a rhetorical question because you are 100% correct. According to paperwork, they did a great job. So if according to paperwork, they did a great job, but you didn't get the verdict, then that should tell you, dog, it was something more. And he never had a chance anyway. Because if the paperwork matches his side and he still ain't win, how do it take a rocket scientist to know or tell you they wasn't going to never get a nigga a fair shot anyway?
No, it was a true setup.
I don't know about a setup, man. The reason why
I'm going by what you just said, as far as if the paperwork was teaming up with Rob's side, yo, it can't be nothing else.
Because there's more. Because you know why? Again, because there's more than that. And I've always said everything is based on race and it's racial. Simply because, yo, he was a black man. He got away. Like them crack. Yo, guess what? John Gotti, last story. Listen, man, John Gotti.
And he didn't get treated like this.
But he did. But listen, when they hit that, he had beat 2 cases in the feds. What they did to dismantle him was they took away his lawyer, the one that was helping him win. Then they named him Teflon Don. They put him on the front of New York Daily News. From the moment they labeled him Teflon Don and took away his lawyer, it was a wrap. His third trial, life. And that goes for crackers. So what makes you think a black man was going to win? Come on, son. Yo, let me let you go, Dana. I'll let you.
All right.
Monday.
All right. I'm just saying. Today has been a true roller coaster. I go up just to come down. How the fuck they believe Nia? He sent a white limo. He don't even deal with white cars. She caught a plane with nothing but a code. Like, what the? Whoo! 6 charges guilty, 7 charges not guilty. I was always told 7 outweighs 6. Nah, man. Nah. 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 You listen to these people who say they extorted this man. And it, you know what? This is going to make it extremely hard for men to trust women and for women to trust men. Because you just don't know what's coming down the pipe. You just don't know. Rashona got caught lying. She ain't know what age she was. Nia, she don't know what the hell going on. She talking about Hypnotic came out, and Hypnotic came out a whole year after. I don't get it. Then you got people that, oh yeah, I told you R. Kelly guilty. Guilty of what? You can't say he guilty of sleeping with her, of Rashona, when she was 14. When Rashona clearly told y'all they ain't have no type of intercourse, no type of sexual nothing when she was 14. How you convict them? We all could have spoke in New York, but motherfuckers blocked that. So here's my question. Here's my question. So Nia, Jane, and Pauline are the 3 child pornography counts, right? Nia wasn't on no tape. Pauline wasn't on no tape. So how you find 3 of the 4 pornography counts? We clearly shown, and I showed y'all that that's Adelina Prado on the videotape, and it wasn't Jane. But they say it's Jane because Jane says she testified, or because Jane testified that it was her. Well, if you lied back then, what makes us think that you're not lying now? So because they caught you because you was doing PPP fraud, but in order for you not to go to jail for the shit you did, you come back and lie on another man? And let's go here. Let's not say lie. Let's go say you come and testify on a man whereabouts. Let's put it like that. Let's make it fair all the way around the board. But the Rob I know, I don't know that. I ain't see that Rob. He's acquitted of conspiring to obstruct justice. That's one of the major charges of what this case was about. Obstruct justice, right? And child pornography. So where do enticement come from? Because see, 3 of the 4 child pornography, we all know now it's starting to make sense. They dropped 31 counts on Michael Avenatti so that way he can make sure that everything was straight. 31 counts on Michael Avenatti, they dropped the feds. When have they ever did that? Not unless you're doing them a favor. And I gotta kind of agree with Shabazz on something. Where was the rest of them niggas that been around Robert? I only know about 3, 4 that showed themselves consistently. Where the rest of them niggas? We clearly see double jeopardy, but you know they say, oh, it's the feds, it's not double jeopardy, it's another jurisdiction. The 5th Amendment don't talk about jurisdiction. Now I'm about to go there with a lot of motherfuckers now. The 5th Amendment don't talk jurisdiction. The 5th Amendment talk nucleus, not jurisdiction. This is what the 5th Amendment talk about. The 5th Amendment creates a number of rights relevant to both criminal and civil legal proceedings In criminal cases, the Fifth Amendment guarantees the right to a grand jury, forbids double jeopardy. It forbids double jeopardy and protects against self-incrimination. So here's my question. How was they able to talk about Jane? How was they able to bring back Jane? How was they able to bring back tapes when that's clearly double jeopardy, like I said? And like Shabazz said, it's clearly something else bigger. If the judge allowed it to go through, then something wrong. It also requires that due process of law be part of any proceeding that denies a citizen life, liberty, and property, and requires the government to compensate citizens when it takes private property for public use. No person shall be held to answer for capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice but in jeopardy for life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there in your face. It's right there in your face. Sad, man. Sad. Sad. Jennifer Bonjean tweeted 34 minutes ago, Robert is in good spirits despite a mixed verdict. We won 7 counts of this indictment, more than we lost. He is grateful for the support and the fight continues. Somebody said you'll win the rest of the counts through the appeal. Facts. Hold on. D, what's up, bro?
Man, they trying to make me go get my boy out of jail,
man. Look, I'm live, but we about to go together, bro.
Okay. Okay, listen. Can you who was Samantha's lawyer?
Who?
What was his name? Samantha's lawyer.
I forgot that dude's name.
Oh no, I need it. I need it bad.
I can get it though. I can get it for you. I'm just puzzled, man, because I rushed home from court because I had court today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy, yo, because the man, look.
Tell me what's going on with it.
Look.
Is it bad or is it okay or what?
With,
my wife's trying to tell me.
With my case?
With counts.
Man, he won 7 counts and he lost 6 counts, but the co-defendants all got off. Make that make sense.
The co-defendants is
Daryl McDavid and June Brown. Manager. But I know June ain't do shit though.
So what you going to court for? The same thing?
No, I went to court for something else. Jump in. I'm about to talk about it.
I'm trying to log in. I gotta find this lawyer shit, man, while I got a little time, man.
Give me, man, if you give me 2 hours, I get you everything for him.
All right.
So here we go to Fifth Amendment, right? Here we go. The Fifth Amendment is clearly there. It's to protect us. So let's switch gears. I'm trying to bring myself to even talk about this shit. About the man. The reason why I'm trying to, man. Hold on. Let me get myself together. I gotta play one song. Hold on. Dum, doo, doo, dum, doo, doo, dum, doo, 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 dum.
Shooter, you shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, oh, bullseye. Girl, you shot me down to my knees, yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever, I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you do. Say you still love me, shooter, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart, oh yeah. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, 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 shooter, shooter. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, and I'm just as good as dead. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, see, I neglected the fact that your love was precious, and I should have took more better care of it. And now every minute you're gone, girl, I sit here just dying alone. And I wish that I could have dodged that bullet of you leaving me. Shooter, shooter, you shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Oh, that I'm gonna make it. No, no, no. And I'm just as good as it ain't, yeah. Oh, shooter, girl, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Shooter, 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 shooter. See, I just don't think that I'm gonna make it without you, baby. I gotta go. I don't wanna go, but I got to go. Hello.
Hey, little brother.
Hey sis, how you doing?
Fine. What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much.
Got your message from earlier this afternoon, and something just didn't sound right. And so I'm calling you back to check on you. How you holding up?
Oh, everything is fine.
You know I don't believe you.
What you saying? You think I'm lying?
I'm not saying that, but I know you.
How you know me?
'Cause you're my brother, and therefore I can tell when something is troubling you.
Okay, I give you that. Nothing's wrong, I take that back. There is something on my mind, but sis, I don't wanna waste your time.
But I done told you time and time again, whatever you're going through, you can come and talk to me, and I will say a prayer with you.
But I done prayed and prayed night and day.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't seem to find my way.
Rob, that ain't nothing but the devil telling you that you're washed up and you're through. But sister's here to let you know, boy, you're gonna make it through.
Sister, do you really believe that I can rise again?
Yes, and not only that, Rob, God will forgive you for your sins.
He tell me what to do.
Well, first you gotta believe the truth.
Sometimes it's hard to believe in him.
That's okay, because he believes in you.
The winds, the rain, the storm, the weapons that are formed against us, I will survive the trying times, the sleepless nights. Just know that faith is with us, and I believe, yeah, through all of the hills and valleys, just know we must come true. Walk side by side, follow the light, and know we'll make it through, yeah. So what you're saying is believe a little more.
Yes, 'cause faith is the key that opens up the door.
What you're saying to me, it's hard to receive, especially when trouble follows me.
When we're keeping it real, Robert, sometimes trouble can follow where you lead.
Yes, sister, I know sometimes,
just
but
wait, let me make a phone call.
To who?
A prayer buddy of mine, she can help you tear down your walls.
I don't want nobody in my business.
She's a friend, and besides, you need this.
You know how church folk can be.
Boy, I'm your sister, trust in me. Now hold on.
Maybe she's gone.
No.
Maybe we ought to just try.
Hello, is Kim there?
Yes, I think she's around here somewhere. Hold on.
Now you just let me do the talking.
Hello.
Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey Kim.
My little brother's on the line and needed advice from you.
Ooh, what can I do for you? Hello.
Go ahead, Rob, she's talking to you.
Oh, well, I know you must be very busy, so I'm not gonna mess around. I was just telling my sister how my life is upside down, and I Don't know whether I'm going left or right half the time. Sometimes think I'm gonna lose my mind. You feel me?
Similar to what I used to go through.
Really?
Yes, and sometimes I still do.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. If you struggle, God will use you.
Amen, sister. What you're saying is so true. Rob, are you there?
Yes, I'm just listening to the both of you. It's so easy to say, but not so easy to do.
Yes, but if you stand the truth, it will free you.
Oh, just stand strong.
Stand strong.
With your head held
With your head held
Said it
high.
won't be long. In time it will provide.
Yes, it will.
You just stay in the race.
Stay in the race.
Keep on running.
Endure to the end.
For your day is coming.
The winds, the rain, the storm, the wind. I understand. Are formed against me. Yeah.
The trying times, the sleepless nights. Just know that faith is with me. Through all of the hills and valleys and holding, we must come to. Walk side by side, follow the light, and know we'll make it through.
He'll give you peace in the midst of your storm.
Sometimes I feel like it's too late for me,
but he'll never leave you.
No way.
You just gotta hang on. Robert, stay in prayer.
Yeah,
Keep your head.
feel
God
you.
will do just what he said.
Finally, I think I get it.
Yes, that's it. That's the
Oh,
spirit.
yeah. All the wind.
Oh, winds and rain that are formed against you. Yeah. All of your trying times. Yes. Know that faith is with us. And all of the hills, valleys low, give you strength, keep you strong. The devil is a liar. Rise again and show the world just who God is. So if you really want, yes I do, fall to your knees, then lift your hands, and now repeat after me and say, God, I love you, I've sinned, forgive me, I'm sorry, I love you, please, help me, Lord, I need you to come into my life, save me, save me, save me, save me, save me, save me,
I'm gonna have to call y'all back.
Y'all ain't ready for this. Take y'all a little bit old school. Come on, y'all, let's do this. And I'm gonna wait
On you, got no choice but to wait
on you.
on you.
No matter what the problem
No matter
is.
what the problem is, gonna see it through. So love, I'm gonna wait on you, on you.
I know that it seems sometimes that no matter what you do, or no matter how hard you work, striving to make things better in your life, but for some reason you're not getting nowhere. Well, I want you to turn to the one next to you and tell them,
You tried your way. It didn't work, no. You put him second
yeah,
and put you first.
oh yeah.
You trusted friends, thought they had your back. And every time you turn around, it seems you're under attack. Yeah. But turn to your neighbor and say, see, the devil is a lie. No, I'm not gonna die. It's okay to cry, cause he's by your side. You gotta stop that hating. I know you don't wanna hear it. Gotta fast and pray and listen to the Spirit, cause he's speaking to your heart right now. Just listen to the Spirit. Oh, hold up. Listen. You lost your job.
Hallelujah.
Your bills are due. And all the people you helped did not want to help you. I talked to my mother. She said, pray about it. I talked to my pastor. She said, pray about it. But I was so blinded by all my disaster. I wish you would just tell your neighbor, tell them for me. See, the devil is a liar. No, you're not gonna die. It's okay to cry, cause he's by your side. You gotta stop that hating. I know you don't wanna hear it. Gotta fast and pray and listen to the Spirit, Lord. He's speaking to your heart right now. Just listen to the Spirit, oh. Hold up. Listen. Hey, yeah, oh. I did everything I could to take away my trouble, but everything I tried did not stop my struggle. Just doing me every day. Guess I was in my own way. But I'm here to tell you, without His grace, I'm a major failure. So if you got problems, know that you can't fix it. Just give it to Jesus. Oh, can I get a witness and tell him, say, that the devil is a liar. You gotta listen to the Spirit. Whoa, God is. Yes, He is. He's trying to get your attention right now.
I'm trying to tell you something.
I know you got your own plan, but God's got a better one. No.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Listen. God's trying to tell you something. Hey!
Hear it.
God's trying to tell you something.
Listen to the Spirit.
God's trying to tell you something. Listen. Yeah. God's trying to tell you something.
Tell me, can you hear it?
God's trying to tell you something.
Listen to the Spirit.
Yeah. God's trying to tell you something.
Listen.
You tried your way. It didn't work.
Sick and tired of the games you play. Every move I make, yeah, it's got something to say. Scandalize my name when you see it in the paper. Trying to turn it all around when it wasn't that way. Everybody is trying to figure me out. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Just let me live my life. I can't go one day without y'all in my face. Y'all done lost your minds if you don't hear what I say. Cops chase me when I'm standing still. You know I ain't done shit wrong, so why you want me in your cell? You don't like my songs? Well, it pays the bills, and you cut me down, cause I keep it real. Sometimes I wanna fly far away from here to another place. It ain't worth these tears. Sometimes at night when I close my eyes, I know the haters are busy making up hater lies. Sometimes I laugh, trying to keep from crying. If I was playing out of love, then tell me, who could I trust? See, I worked so hard just to get ahead. If it wasn't for God, I'd probably be dead. Sometimes I think y'all trying to pull me down, but y'all wasting y'all time. I got your haters figured out. If you had your way, it'd be lock and key. Everywhere I go, trouble follows me. Where the hell is my father? Shit hurts sometimes. There's a hole in me, and it rocks my mind. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. When was your last confession? That's true, busy land without a care, and that was more than I could bear. When you need my help, I never tell you no. When I need your love, you got somewhere to go. I'm getting sick of this shit, but I'm not gonna quit. I've come too far, gotta keep my pockets big. I get mad as hell, but that's okay. Kick off these shoes, cause I'm here to stay. I gotta let you know, got no time to play. So feel me, and all you hear me say. What I'm building up, you can't tear it down, cause it's built on solid rockland ground. We don't die, we multiply. Hit after hit, living platinum style. Keep my head up high, looking toward the sky. Nothing in my view, hey, I can fly. The ocean take, I can't take no more. And if you feel me, raise your head and show. This is what I feel. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. This is what I feel. Feel me. Feel me. Feel me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, hey. Feel me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Website. Tmcd, feel me. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, 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 oh. East side. Tmcd, feel me. Ooh. Oh, south. South side. Tmcd, feel me. Feel me. Feel me. Feel me.
Hey, yo, let me handle my business. I just want to take over the show for a minute. Not the whole show, just a little bit.
Now that he's out of the way, can I talk to you for a minute? Can I break it down and break you off some of this computer loving type of shit? Looking at you from the inside of this internet. I'm in the mood, and my tongue is in the mood. Ladies, can we have a little fun? Can we play a little game? Said, can we have a little fun? Can we play a little game?
I got something for you. Can I give it to you?
Now listen, second clearly what you got for me, I'll say. I got some down low, Sing it for me. That second Kelly, what you got for me? Y'all say I got some 12 play. Sing it. The second Kelly, what you got for me? Sing. I got some bumping run. Sing it, y'all. The second Kelly, what you got for me? Say, do you mind if I stroke you up? Do you mind if I stroke you down? Ladies, tell me, do you want more? I said, do you want more? Na 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 na. Sing.
Y'all having fun. Too bad it's time for me to get up out of here. But before I do, I want to blow the roof off this place with this last one. Are y'all ready? All right. Now everybody, let me hear you say.
Ooh, na 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 na. Ooh, na 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 na.
Yeah, that was loud, right? But I think y'all can get a little louder. If y'all want Kelly to come back out here with what he back there getting dressed in, y'all do it loud. Here we go. Come on.
Ooh, na 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 na. Ooh, na 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 na. She understands my needs, and I see nothing but love in those eyes when she looks at me. Yeah, she likes to cook and clean, and I don't worry much 'cause she treats me like a king. And she don't put me down when her friends around. She keep my beers cold, I let my guards down. And yes, she is my lover and my friend. But I found someone better than you. She don't treat me like you do. I found someone better than you. And she don't treat me like you do. See, Now sometimes I come in late. See, this is what happens when my back is against the ropes. I come out swinging. My flow, my style, my look. They want my swag so bad, I swear I should write a book. Wake up every morning, check the grass for them snakes. Call these 9mm flows my rate. Bitches over money, no way. I don't fall in love, they just fall in love with me. Maybe it's the money, the cars, or the clothes that got them backstage at all of my shows. A legacy, yeah.
In loving memories of my hero, MJ, forever.
Another day is gone, I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why. Did you have to go and leave my world so cold? Every day I sit and ask myself, how did love slip away? And something whispers in my ear and say, she wasn't supposed to find out about our love affair. The plan was not for her to walk right in on both of us. I did not plan for things to go down like this, that's my word. I swear I'd take it back if I could to keep from hurting her. How could I be so stupid? Ooh, to think that I could bring somebody in our home, get away with sleeping around without you finding out. If I don't get another chance, girl, I understand, because I sent you off to be with her, but you made a U-turn, you made a U-turn. I thought that you would be gone for a while. You made a U-turn, you made a U-turn. She slipped through the back door, I checked out the window, and then got in bed with her, and you made a U-turn. I gave you money plus my car to go on shopping sprees. Baby girl, come over, I got an hour, ain't nobody home but me. Sometimes I lie just to get you out of the studio, and she would be down there stripping for me in the studio. I know it's bogus shit, I know I'm dead wrong. Come on and stop my face, cheating in our own home. I sent you off to be with her, but you made a U-turn, you made a U-turn. I thought that you would be gone for a while. You made a U-turn, you made a U-turn. She slipped through the back door, I checked out the window, and then got in bed with her, and you made a U-turn. Oh, but my body's telling me yes, baby. On the ground, And then I woke up as a well in the middle of a pond. And the minute I opened my mouth and started to sing, oh, that changed everything. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know just how I got here, just how I made it, just how I made it, just how I made it here. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. But coming up in the hood, I saw so many things. Though so many things brought me all of my dreams. And now here I am today.
Tell me who has I know say Bishop! Tell me who has I know say I have no reason to fear. God Almighty. Bishop! I have no reason to fear. The Lord is my light. Lord is my light. You better tell me to sit my black self down because I feel Pentecostal. Tell me who has I don't say. Tell me who am I don't say. Oh Lord, I have no reason to fear. I have no reason. The Lord is my
Man, I got so much on my mind.
And if I don't let it out, I'm gonna explode straight up. I'm sitting here looking at all these people around me, thinking if I wasn't an art, tell me where would they be? Most of them don't even care about Robert Kelly. No, they only care about what I can do for them. Some of them hang around me cause I got money. Tell me what happened to my whole family. Can't they see I'm going through? Little brother really needs them. I was there for them when they needed me, yeah. Soon as the drama come, y'all asses quick to run. What type of shit is that? How could y'all turn y'all backs? People, they smile right in your face, then go and talk behind your back when they don't even know the facts. And some of y'all church folks pointing the finger at me, yeah. You should be loving on me, on your knees and praying for me. You'll never get it right, is that the Christian life? Sometimes I like to party, drink, have sex, and smoke weed. But just because I love them things, it doesn't mean I'm going crazy. God, I wish I knew why people wanna hate me. All I do is help them, try my best to love them, try to lift them up, but they don't appreciate, so fuck them. To them niggas that was doubting when I said I'd make it out, they didn't believe me. Fuck y'all. And to them bitches that was hating on a nigga trying to make it, talking plenty shit. Fuck y'all. And now that turn up. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. And now that fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Yeah, now that I'm home. I'm from that project where they pull capers. Didn't have to watch the news to see police chases. Me and my mama living out of suitcases. I went from blackouts to rocking black labels. And when that landlord came, Lord have mercy. Now you see me in that all-white new Mercy. Lago, chilling with some supermodels that'll take it to the head. I ain't talking bottles, listen, they ain't bad on this underdog. Game 7, I'm balling hard. Astronaut, yeah, I'm taking it off. Your girl ready to take it off. All good, don't act cool now. My dick's full, don't hop on now. Money up, so it's going.
Send it to me because I don't see it. Miss Shirley, if you send it to me, I'll play it. Right, Tony? No. No, they're not. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead, man. More than likely, I'll probably come back later and talk about what happened in my court case today. Or I might come tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. You're welcome, Ashley. I mean, we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. But I got a chance to look danger in the face today. Nah, I talk about it later. Talk about it later. Because it ties into what happened today. So I'll talk about it later. So, hey, let the people laugh. Let them celebrate. Let them do what they do. I'll leave this note. There's no honor among thieves. So let them do what they do. Some people quote what I just said. Some people didn't. But on that note, let me get myself together, man, because I feel a whole different type of vibe right now. I feel a whole different type of way. I feel a whole different type of way. Hold on. Let me see, because let me see. Let me see. Because if they have a press conference, then I can let me see where they got it from. Then I'll go ahead and play it real quick. Hold on.
In 2002 and 2008, and we have done the right thing here. When David took that witness stand, he did it. So everyone would hear the whole story.
Hold on. Everybody that's been blogging for R. Kelly should be live right now. Everybody. It shouldn't be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody need to be live. Hold on. I hate sharing other people's stuff, but okay. I got this from Alicia. She's Dream Team, so y'all know me. I just hate sharing other people's stuff. So all right, let's do this thing. All right, hold on. Don't go nowhere just yet. Don't go nowhere just yet. We about to go there. Don't go nowhere just yet, y'all. In spite of how I feel, I'm gonna bring it there. And I want to thank Willie for making sure I was good constantly, man. I swear to God, I want to thank Willie for giving me updates like crazy. Hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. First, we're going to listen to Dirt. Well, I'm going to show you something first. Let's see. I'll go there first. Let's go there first. Then second, we're going to go to Jessica. We're going to go ahead second. We'll go there second. And third, we're going to go here. Put that there. First thing I'm going to show you is this right here. As the jury was being let out of the courtroom, Daryl McDavid turned to Kelly, and the two embraced in a bear hug. In spite of all, that's a good sign, because them two couldn't stand each other. Slapping each other on the back loudly, McDavid appeared to whisper something in Kelly's ear. That right there speaks a lot. When two men go from damn near killing one another and hating one another. It takes a tragedy to bring two men back together, even though one stole from the other. Where was I'm gonna say this. Certain people wasn't there. Now, if they had to work, that's one thing. But if they didn't just show up, that's another. So I had to bring y'all that right there. Then I'm gonna go here. This from Justice for R. Kelly. I'm gonna give the like. Check it out.
In 2002 and 2008, and we have done the right thing here. When David took that witness stand, he did it so everyone would hear the whole story. And now that story has been heard, and this jury has spoken.
Mr. Brindley, does your client care to make any comments?
Sure, briefly.
First of all,
Make sure we can.
I love Mr. Jensen. I love all my lawyers. I love all my friends. These two men here, right here to the front, they stood tirelessly beside me for 3 years. Then they stepped up and they got the job done. Mike, can't thank you enough. Matt, my son, got out of law school, worked on this case till 3:30 every morning. Find spot Matt guilty. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thanks, everybody. Oh, yeah. Bo Brindley, B-R-I-N-D-L-E-Y.
Dean Glasman, B-A-D-I-N-G-L-O-C-M-A-N.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
Then we're gonna go here.
The government wanted to, as I said during my closing arguments, be greedy, and they charged counts they couldn't win, and they shouldn't have. And now, and not just, as Mr. Kelly, but obviously the co-defendants. So I wouldn't imagine they're celebrating right now, and they shouldn't be. They should go back and figure out, whether their approach to this case was the right one. So this, again, obviously, it's not, we're not celebrating a win entirely, but we are happy that the jury really did look at each count. And as I said in my closing arguments, each count counts. They did their job, and we ended up with 7 not guilty counts in a 13 count, right? Yeah, 7 not guilty counts in a 13 count indictment. So, listen, Mr. Kelly is used to bad news. He has a 30-year sentence, which is egregious and excessive in my view, out in New York, in a case that never should have been charged the way it was charged. So, he's still got many fights to fight. But what he did say is that he had a sense of relief that this particular case was not in the future, it was in the past now. And he had a sense of relief, and that probably would have been whatever way it came out, but I think he is relieved to have this behind him. Yes, of course, we have some issues that we believe are appealable issues, meritorious appealable issues. I don't know that I'm ready to talk about all of them, but there's a couple that come to mind. So. I can't speak to what they will do there, but they got their guilty. They got the guilty verdicts on the first 3 counts of this indictment, which is the child pornography counts. So I'm not exactly sure what they want to go forward on, but we'll find out. We'll take them. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Well, obviously, incredibly. So, the jury did not believe Chuck Freeman. The jury did not believe Lisa Allen. The jury did not, Lisa Van Allen, right. The jury did not believe Tracy. The jury did not accept that you could charge an indictment and not even bring a witness in, that being Brittany, which was, really offensive in my view. You're going to charge someone with serious offenses that carry serious time, and you don't even think you have to bring that witness in to tell what happened. So those are all, to me, good signs, but credibility was everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how the government rolls. That's how they roll. They don't even believe in their own evidence, so they need to put pressure on other people to try to get them to flip. That's exactly what happened, and I'm glad they got it. But that didn't work out for them. Well, yes, R. Kelly has been prosecuted in the media since really Surviving R. Kelly. It's been a nonstop proposition. And Surviving R. Kelly is really the reason there were these federal prosecutions, where the federal governments have really, and I don't know that people understand how creative and how aggressive the charging has been to get around statutes of limitations here. And that was all driven by Surviving R. Kelly. So, I don't know. I guess the power of the media is very strong. The problem is that, Surviving R. Kelly, as you all realize, probably if you've ever seen it, is that the stars of Surviving R. Kelly, one of them, Lisa Van Allen, was found not credible once you brought her into court. Andrea Kelly, who was, not a witness in this case, but she certainly was mentioned in, I would say, unflattering light throughout this trial. She was one of the big stars of Surviving R. Kelly. So, it should go to show you that these docuseries, it's not the same as the court of law and the adversarial process. Yeah, he had even before he left the MDC in Brooklyn, he had injured his leg, and I don't know exactly how. As you may have noticed, he's kind of been limping in and out of the courtroom here and there. And it hasn't really gotten better, so we're hoping that he doesn't have to make a long trip back to New York for the restitution hearing, which is going to be next.
You mentioned that he said he feels relief.
Yeah.
Mention any remarks regarding the account?
So listen, I'm not going to talk about my, those types of conversations I have with my client. You can come to sentencing and judge for yourself, because I'm sure he will, I'm not sure, but he may have something to say there. I will say this about my client. And I think it's often overlooked, and I beg the jury to remember that he's a human being, and I think they did. This is a man who had a very, very difficult childhood and had incredible trauma that was never resolved because he became a superstar very young, and there were not people surrounding him that wanted to get him the help treat the trauma that he had, okay? And so I think we can't lose sight of that going into a sentencing hearing. It was something I emphasized in New York. I think there's going to be a sentencing hearing here, obviously, and there'll be more to say about those things. You talking about the 1, 2, 3? Well, our position is no. I'm sure the government will have an argument. I don't know if it's discretionary. I haven't done the research entirely into whether or not it's certainly not mandatory. Okay? It's certainly not mandatory. At best, it's discretionary, and we would be arguing that they should not be stacked, of course. We are talking about the same victim, right? Jane. In fact, one of the inducement counts was also Jane. So, you're really talking about one person who everyone, heard in court. And I think that will play a role in how this all shakes out in sentencing. It hasn't been said yet. I don't think. Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you. is Ashley Cohen. Yeah. L-E-Y, yeah, C-O-H-E-N. And Diane O'Connell. Diane with one N, O'Connell, O''C-O-N-N-E-L-L. Thank you. Yes.
How can you not love her? Shabazz, how can you not love her? And this Dana with one N, D-A-N-A. Well, seems like everybody's in good spirits. Everybody upbeat. That's a positive sign. I'm going to talk about it and get it over with. Because I probably take tomorrow off. I don't know. There's so much to talk about. I might just go full-time Rumble tomorrow. Excuse me. But for y'all that don't know, I had court today. I had court at 1. Well, I had to be there at 1. And I had court with your girl. With your girl, the Warriors. She had Dallas there. Dallas had her boyfriend there. Ronald was there. Ronald looked terrible. Looked stressed out. She was there with this little tight black skirt and a black jacket. But what I seen out of her today will be the last day I will talk anything about that lady. I've seen a show that didn't go past go. I'm going to be honest. I was disappointed. Her and Bedbug promised I was going to jail today. Well, I put in 2 motions. Both of my motions were granted. Well, my second motion was granted in part. It got so bad that the judge didn't give an outcome. She just said, everybody get out my courtroom. Bye, go. I seen that one time before in Atlanta. Y'all know when I both was at court and it was on Zoom, and how the judge was like, look, the case over, just go. Well, it was about 12 times worse today. But what I found, and for y'all that's staying, y'all gonna get firsthand knowledge. What I found is that no matter how you like Larry McGee, no matter how you, and no matter how you dislike Larry McGee, no matter how much you dislike Angelo Clary, no matter how much you dislike Levi, no matter how much you dislike the Dream Team, they ain't never lie about one thing. They are all in cahoots to take you down. My evidence was evidence that was there. My first motion was a motion to quash with prejudice. That was granted. She couldn't talk about the car. That was her strong point, the car. So without the car, what do you have? Nothing. She tried to ask me questions on the cross. I answered the questions directly. without looking at her. I let it be known. I haven't talked to her in 2.5 years. I don't wish to talk to her. I don't need to talk to her. I don't like her. I let it be known in court. She had nothing to say. But my evidence that I showed for the case to proceed on my behalf and throw her petition out, that's what happened. As I said it was going to happen. And just like the judge said, you can't bring something to a lower court that's being settled in the higher court. So every time she tried to sneak something in there that had something to do with Judge Manning, I would just object and say, well, that was with Judge Manning. Because it was. It was no lies. It was no facts. I mean, it was no lies. It was no faulty. No. The stuff that she was presenting, it was good. You know what I'm saying? Primo going off. Larry goofy ass blaming Kelly. He jumped in a whole lot of bullshit, but make it make sense. He from Chicago. You expect me to believe he got so interested watching? Right. So the point that I'm about to get to and I'm about to drive home is this right here. Before I was just saying it of I don't want certain people on my channel because I was trying to keep down bullshit. But now I'm saying it because I fucking mean it. And the shit that I witnessed in court today, I don't want nobody from the enterprise on my team. I mean, on my channel. I don't give a fuck if they being nice or not. I don't want nobody from YTF on my channel. And I mean that. Because all the evidence that was presented today wasn't nothing about Sylvia. She showed evidence of me and Dubowski beefing. Mainly me and Dubowski beefing. She showed evidence of me and Bedbug beefing. The judge got so angry. She said, where's the evidence of Dana, of daintezjackson threatening you? She pulls out a video of Niecy threatening her. The judge said, but did he do it? She said, well, the lady's on his panel. Once again, I always ask the question, what did I do to you? Now I'm gonna park Sylvia for a second. Everybody at YTF need to get the fuck on. Leave that nigga. And I'm gonna talk to you directly, you bitch ass nigga. I'm talking to you, Kevin Terrell. Your bitch ass talks so much shit. And you threatened motherfuckers the whole time. But your bitch ass sent word and said you was scared to come to fucking court because I said you got to see me after court. I dare you go live and say you didn't say it. I will go get the audio, which I'm going to do anyway, probably on Monday. And I'm going to play it for everybody. So people can hear the person you was supposed to be testifying for say it. You were scared to come to court. Why? She tried to use that as a defense. He scared my witness off, but that's why I ain't come to court. I just had to look and say, what? Even if I had a heart to try to rekindle anything with any of them motherfuckers, I kill myself first. And that's on God. This was the final nail. And then I had to eat something. This is why I took it so personal when the verdict came today. because not an hour before the verdict came, I had to listen to a white lady look at me and say, y'all advocating for Robert Sylvester Kelly, a sexual predator, and he's where he belongs, and y'all advocating, but then y'all going off script and doing some other shit into one another. Don't bring that shit back to my court. Better yet, he need to be locked up. I had to eat that. I had to eat that. I had to eat that. And then to come here about a verdict. It hurt. For a white lady that's about this high to come and talk shit about somebody I love. Not sexually or nothing like that, but genuinely love. And not as soon as she said that, Sylvia busts out crying. The judge looking at me, I'm looking at the judge. Her daughter looking puzzled like, what the hell's going on? The bailiff's like, everybody shook. Sylvia say, Judge, you just don't know. He got me locked up in Chicago. The judge said, what? You just don't know. The judge said, what? He got me locked up. The judge said, where? She said, Chicago. The judge said, okay, look, just get out my courtroom. Everybody go. So as I stood up, the bailiff said, we got to escort you out because the lady says she's in fear for her life. So you got 2 minutes when you hit the door to get in your car and go. The Warriors told the people, I said I was going to beat her up. When did that ever come out my mouth? So let me get this straight. I sent Hollywood Next to Chicago to get you locked up. Huh? Then the judge got mad at me because I kept saying, the judge zapped out on me. Listen, you don't snickle or nothing in my court. I'm tired of that. Yes, man. I ain't saying nothing else after that. But then the judge said, you wasted an hour of my time for this. I played the audio. No, the video, actually. I unlocked it on my YouTube and played it. For her to see how her mother threatened me and Shabazz. Life. She was like, then she said, but did he threaten you? She played the live when I had the panel and the judge played it and she said, and Niecy said, look, Sylvia, stop lying. Tell the truth. Ain't nobody call your fucking husband and try to get with your husband. Better yet, I'm going to beat you the fuck up when I see you. And it's not a threat. It's a promise. Word for word. That's what Niecy said. The judge said, but did he threaten you? So said, her daughter was still on the stand. It got so bad that the judge told her daughter to get down and everybody get out. She said I threatened her life. She took Polaroid pictures and printed them out and showed them to the judge. I laughed. The judge like, what's funny? I said, those pictures is from a beef between me and a guy named Daboski. The judge was upbeat of what Daboski was charged of because she started running it down. Oh, yeah, that's the one with the AUSA and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm saying, oh, yeah, he threatened the AUSA. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I put the link of the whole network that Sylvia have. I linked her with Randa. I linked her with Spit and Fire. I linked her with Daboski. I linked her with Bedbug. I linked her with Dom K. I linked them. I took the videos and showed it all. Even some of my flaws I showed, which I shouldn't have. But it was for her to prove her case. And then when hers got thrown out, it was for me to prove mine. So when you take the car away, you don't have nothing. And we got to go to court in Fulton County. And you definitely ain't going to have nothing. Because I'm going to lay all facts out again. It was no need for the car situation to come to YouTube. When I laid out how it was threats done on my life, and then she pop up to my job, I got legal right to protect myself. So the judge just said, you know what? It's an order. Y'all don't say nothing to each other ever. Leave each other alone. Second time. No, you're not blocked. I see you passionately. So Bedbug was so for sure, I stand with Sylvia. I did this. I was waiting for you. I had something waiting just for you. Sylvia played that video, played that audio. Where's the lie? And I said it and I stand on it. You got to see me in the courtroom, and then you got to see me once you leave the courtroom. I stand on that. I stand on that. If I say it, I stand on it. I stand on that. Everything I say, I stand on. I came today in just this, all black, with a shirt that say, I still believe in a black church. I wanted to get dirty today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was dying for Kevin Terrell to come to Atlanta. I was disappointed. So I have a question and to ask YTF, what type of leader do you have? They congregated my beefs with two men to try to give it to her, to try to come at me. And one of the pictures, the gun wasn't even my gun. That was the gun of the Dubowski gun, and she tried to say it was mine. Make that make sense. And I put it out there. She's friends with a pedophile. There's no way I'm going to get those type of allegations put on me and I'm not going to say nothing. You're a pedophile. You're a baby killer. And you're a bitch. All that internet talk. Oh, I'm coming to Georgia. We going to do this. I got my people. I was waiting for you and your boyfriend to pull up. The same nigga you wrote the letter to. So I want to thank Judge Melanie M. Bell. Even though she was hard. She came at me a couple times. But I want to thank her for seeing through the bullshit. And when I presented my case, my stacks was like this of evidence. She had everything about a car. But see, the stuff that I had about the car, I pushed to the side. And that too was this thick. I didn't even have to play the audio of me and the owner of the car, and it's not her. But that will be played in Atlanta. My question is, how are you going to play an audio of Niecy and say, I threaten you? You took out a warrant. That lady, that judge came back and said, and you know the sheriff came and I had to sign off because they found the man that killed a 6-year-old baby. What? And she was like, that's what go on in this county. Ma'am, I don't live in that county. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about Newton County. That's not my side of town. I could have easily put the first motion that I had for lack of jurisdiction. That would have canceled everything. But I said, no, I want this to play out. Because if I don't play it out, it's going to be a repeat cycle. I don't want a repeat cycle. I want to play it out. Twice. She made a fool of herself. Now, we got a third time. And when they see me, they act like I was a ghost. I didn't speak to none of them. And the crazy part is she tried to make her daughter lie on the stand. And I'm not going to take nothing away from Dallas, but fuck her too. Dallas is only taking the side of her mama. But if I met you first, don't it take credibility if you would have just contacted me like you did about Shantae and asked me what the fuck was going on? I could have gave you my side and you could have put the two sides together. But she was really lost on the stand. And when I get the audio, y'all gonna hear everything. I'm gonna play it. Y'all gonna hear everything. It was recorded. Y'all gonna hear everything. Sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. That's all I can say. Very sad. I don't know. I don't know. It's just very sad. Very sad. So get yourself ready, because when I get the audio, I will be playing it. I will be playing it. So that way people will know what's going on. People will understand that I'm nothing but transparent. I knew I wasn't going to go nowhere. I knew I wasn't wrong. I knew my motions that I put in the day was going to take precedence. My motion to quash with prejudice, she can't bring that back up no more in Newton County. The judge asked her, where did he commit a crime at in Newton County? She told them people, I committed a crime against her at Newton County through the internet. Huh? And it's sad because she got people believing that she's actually right. How? When I clearly got y'all on 6 and 7 devices, 9 and 10 different ways, saying 3 different things about the car. Make it make sense. So after I play the audio, that will be the death of her. And there won't be no more talking about her. Simple as that. This case about the car is going to be over soon. I'll be done. Never got to see, hear, or talk to her ever again. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, man, it's crazy to lie on me like that. You know what? Don't delete this Agent Ryan person. Don't even hide him. Because I need this to show. Will the court audio say you work with Homeland Security? Well, can you prove that I work with Homeland Security? But I believe it does say something about the agent that I work with that contacted me after they grabbed your devices, Daboski. And I don't believe his Agent Ryan. Because the judge in Newton County even asked me, did you contact the FBI about the stuff that I'm reading? Oh, yeah. And it all falls back to Sylvia. Y'all thought I was joking. I'm going to put everything in the right hands. And what happens after that happened, Sylvia just hung her head today. When that happened, she hung her head. Why? Because she know that's a murder for hire plot based on what you said, Daboski. You said, give it some time. And you're going to kill me at my job. Y'all Chicago folks going to come down there. And remember, you said that. I was waiting for one of y'all to make a wrong move. And it's your mistress of information. So at the end of the day, just remember this. I'm not working with Agent Ryan. But I hate you enough that I will turn over everything I got to Agent Ryan. So if he ever asks me, do I have anything on you? I will tell him, where do I mail my hard drives? I'll overnight them. That's how serious it is with me and you. We got unfinished business. Just like your old homeboy bedbug bitch ass. I don't want you to bitch up. I don't want you to bitch up. This shit is personal. This is men's business. And I'm going to pull both of y'all skirts up on site. Understand that. Just my thoughts. Remember when you said you would blow his head off on live? Remember? I do remember that. I said it. The question is, why did I say it? What was done to me to say that? See, one thing y'all ain't gonna do is try to villainize me like I'm just picking on that dumbass nigga. No. He did something to me first. And then technically, let's go here. The audio that you heard is he did something to Randa. That's when me and Randa had that special relationship. And I said it then, and I stand on it. I said it. When you touch anything close to me, I'ma touch you. And at that time, Randa was close to me. So I'm not gonna let no female get out there and fight. No, I'll do it. Especially if we had a special relationship. Make that make sense. But Alicia got something to say to you. Just my thoughts. Read what she said. When I tell you this R. Kelly stuff is over now. The only thing that's left is us fighting for him on a different manner, in a different way. But the shit between me and y'all, the shit between Dream Team Enterprise, Dream Team YTF, this shit just getting started. Into the old, here come the new. And you can't prosecute me for something that I already been in front of a judge for. So now that Sylvia done shown all of y'all stuff in front of a judge, you can't prosecute me for that now. Thanks, Sylvia. Y'all can't even prosecute me for that because we've been in front of a judge. Sorry, but not sorry. But didn't y'all say, oh, we stand with Sylvia. Sylvia gonna bury him on the 14th? I think it was the other way around. When you come prepared and when you already prepared, and you don't have to get prepared. My stuff was in order. I'm gonna tell you about me. My stuff was so calculated. The judge said, look, I don't need you to keep sending me booklets of stuff. That's how much evidence I have on y'all. Booklets. Not papers. Booklets. And I'm just sitting back holding. And then I'm going to keep it real. I humanize Sylvia. That's just me. Out of all the bullshit she done did to me and tried to do, I humanized her. And I told the judge, in the beginning, she was a good person. But when she went bad, it went bad, bad, bad. And she went too bad. Ask her. She'll tell her. She'll tell you if she tell the truth. I humanized her. So it won't look like I'm just harping on bad stuff that she did. No. I let the judge see a 56-year-old woman that's trying to be young. Let young people that's young enough to be her daughter and her brothers get in her ear and influence her to do fucked up shit that fucked her up in the end. The only thing I didn't get today was her going to jail. And I pressed for that. And I said it. I want jail time. But if I don't get jail time, I want an indefinite. I want an indefinite injunction where she can't speak on me, I can't speak on her. We ain't get that. So until I get that in my hand, I'm going to say what I want. But when I go back and get that and I look at the paperwork, and if it say that, guess what? I ain't saying shit else about her. No pseudonyms, no nothing. Because that's what I asked for. So y'all put all y'all trust and chariots in Sylvia. She showed all of y'all evidence against me. And it got y'all nowhere. I let them hear what her mama said. I let her see the communications where she gave the car situation to Dubowski, where she gave my address to Kevin, where she gave it to Rand. I showed all of that. But I'm going to tell you this, Kevin. When I see you, you're going to catch these hands. And I'm going to fuck you up for everybody that you crossed on YouTube. And I put that shit on my kids, nigga. I told you before, you wrote a check your ass can't cash. Don't make me come looking for you. That's all I got to say. At the end of the day, fuck them niggas. Why? Because I'm me. And I walk out the way I walk out.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you going to hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locked right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Mayhem. Straight to it, huh? We ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands. All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked tonight. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sound like you accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch?
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets?
You still got that good?
Love and loyalty is a myth.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
What you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We have tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Start out so, then I'ma beat it up.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you going to hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locked right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Mayhem. Straight to it, huh? We ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands. All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked tonight. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sound like you accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch?
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets?
You still got that good?
Love and loyalty is a myth. There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you're going to hit it late.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locked right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, you know that.
Mayhem. Straight to it, huh? You ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands.
All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked to Knight. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sound like you accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch? We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets?
You still got that good?
Love and loyalty is a myth.